What if your prayers have been directed to the devil all along? Everything you've believed, every prayer, every act of worship, was rooted in deception. Could it be that Allah, the God worshipped by over 1 billion people, is not the God they think he is? Some argue that the name Allah masks a deeper, darker truth, one connected to Satan himself. Let's dive deeper into this claim. Some conspiracy theorists believe that Allah is a rebrand version of Baal, an ancient god tied to pagan worship, rituals, and sacrifices. They say that the rituals performed at the Kaaba today, circling the black stone, bowing and kissing it, mirror the ancient practices once dedicated to Baal. Could the world's fastest-growing religion really be built on the remnants of ancient paganism? Are these coincidences, or is there something far more dangerous hidden beneath the surface? It's an unsettling thought, isn't it? Billions of believers worshipping Allah, unaware that they might be honoring an ancient idol repackaged under a new name. If true, this would be the greatest deception in history. But before we jump to conclusions, let's look closer at the facts, and by the end, we'll uncover the truth together. In the Quran, Allah is portrayed as a merciful and just God, but critics argue that certain verses carry hints of fear and domination. For example, the Quran warns believers to follow Allah and resist Satan's whispers. Indeed, Satan is an enemy to you, so take him as an enemy. Quran 35:6. But what if, instead of warning us against Satan, this verse hides the reality that the two are one and the same? The theory becomes even more alarming when we consider ancient history. Baal was known as a god who demanded sacrifices, including human offerings. Some claim that the black stone at the Kaaba, venerated by Muslims, could symbolize the same object once revered by Baal's followers. The idea that these ancient rituals have survived under a new name is deeply provocative. But could this be a misunderstanding, or are these parallels pointing to a hidden connection? It's easy to see why these claims create fear and confusion. If they were true, it would mean that countless people have been unknowingly praying to Satan. But let's pause for a moment. Could these connections really be that straightforward, or is there a deeper explanation that we've missed? When we take a step back, we notice that religious rituals, like bowing, circling sacred objects, and offering prayers, are present in many faiths. They appear not because religions copy each other, but because humans, across time, have sought similar ways to connect with something divine. These shared rituals reflect humanity's universal search for meaning, not deception. Islam's teachings emphasize the oneness of God and warn strictly against idolatry. The Quran states, "Say He is Allah the One." Quran 1:12:1. If Allah were connected to Satan, would the Quran constantly warn believers against Satan's tricks? Would it instruct followers to give in charity, show compassion, and pursue justice? Values that align with mercy, not malice? Even the theories about Baal fall apart under scrutiny. Baal worship was tied to ancient civilizations that vanished long before the rise of Islam. The Prophet Muhammad (PBUH) himself fought tirelessly to eliminate idolatry and return people to the original monotheistic faith of Abraham. The rituals surrounding the Kaaba today symbolize a journey back to purity, not a descent into darkness. So, where does that leave us? The answer lies not in conspiracy theories but in the fruit of faith itself. The actions inspired by Islam, charity, fasting, prayer, and forgiveness, are not the fruits of evil. These are the qualities that lift humanity and build stronger communities. They are the opposite of what Satan stands for. Satan thrives in chaos and deception, yet Islam teaches discipline, self-control, and unity. If Allah were Satan, as some claim, then why do the teachings of Islam inspire billions to resist temptation, do good, and strive for justice? A god of deception would not guide people toward acts of mercy and generosity. Instead, he would lead them to selfishness and destruction. This brings us to the heart of the matter. Why do people make such claims? Often, they arise from fear of what they do not understand. The similarities between ancient practices and Islamic rituals do not prove deception. They show that humanity's search for God has taken many forms throughout history. Islam, like other religions, reflects that search, but it directs it toward the one true God, not a false idol. So, what do you think? Do these parallels reflect deception, or are they evidence of a shared human journey toward the divine? Let's explore this together. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this exploration eye-opening, share it with others. They need to know that behind every whisper of doubt lies a deeper truth.